Hi, welcome to the Thursday edition of the Living Peace and Order Show. Tonight, we're going to talk about why it's so important for you to have your affairs in order. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Kimberly Ivory Graves, your Holistic Elite Legacy Planner, aka Help Me Kimberly. I'm also the author of Leaving Peace and Order, which is a step-by-step guide to getting your affairs in order. If you're interested in getting a copy of Leaving Peace and Order, go to my website, helpmekimberly.com, and you can place your order there. When you place your order, you also have the option to get the set, which includes the workbook or the mini workbook or the workbook on a flash drive. So choose according to your specifications. Before we get started, let me give you your assignment. Your assignment is, if you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that like and share button. And also any comments that you have, place them below. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and also hit that notification button. And any comments that you have, you can add it there as well. Thank you in advance for completing your assignment. Well, our scripture this week is found in Hebrews 12:14, and it says, "Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord." Now, I share these scriptures with you because the name of our show is Living Peace and Order. And so on our Clubhouse show, which is aired every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time, we're doing a 52-week Living Peace discussion where each week we pick a different scripture pertaining to peace and we have a discussion about it. So make sure you, if you're on Clubhouse or not on Clubhouse, make sure you join Clubhouse and join my club, Living Peace and Order Club, and join us Saturdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, on to our lesson tonight. On Tuesday's edition, we talked about what are your final wishes, and I gave you an assignment. The assignment was to contact your local funeral home or a couple and cemetery. So if you saw the Tuesday show, would you please put in the comment whether you did your assignment and also what were your findings? If you did not see the show, I encourage you to go back to either YouTube or Facebook and view the replay of this show, of Tuesday's show, and this show as well, and all other shows. And make sure that you do your assignment. Again, that assignment was to contact the funeral home of your choice and maybe one other and request a price list so that you are aware of the cost for final arrangements. And also, because the cemetery is a separate cost, you need to also contact them and find out the pricing for burial or cremation. Well, tonight's subject is, why is it important to have your affairs in order? I just want to say that, in writing my book, I often talk about my mom because my mom was the inspiration to me writing this book, because she took the time to get her affairs in order. She took the time to prepay for all of her final expenses. She took the time to, buy her burial plot and everything. And it made it so much easier for me and Amy to handle my mom's affairs and her arrangements. And so that's what inspired me to write this book. After experiencing the ease of handling it and being allowed to just grieve, separately without the stress of worry and where and, asking all the questions and different things that family members go through. I did not have to experience that. I decided to write this book, Leaving Peace in Order, a step-by-step guide to getting your affairs in order, to help individuals so that they will not suffer the heartache and pain of, and the stress that oftentimes family members experience when affairs are not in order and when individuals do not have life insurance and, all those different things that happen through the course of someone passing. Why it is important? I just basically said it. My mom saw that it was important. She deemed that it was important to have her affairs in order. So she got her affairs in order. And in my book, I have 13 cases of individuals who shared of their loved ones who passed away, and they shared whether they had their affairs in order or not. And it's interesting because the youngest person in the of the cases was 33 years young, and the eldest was 94 years old. So when you think of that age range, that's a huge age range. So everyone, no matter your age, every adult should take the time to make sure that they had their affairs in order. And you may say, Kimberly, well, I don't have much. Why do I don't have anybody to leave anything to. I don't care what they do with my body. I'm going to be gone. Or, I'm going to live life for today. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. And a lot of those different sayings that individuals say. But you need to really think about it. You need to think about loved ones who have passed. And you had to work with them you had to work with family members to handle their affairs. What was the experience? Was there stress? Was there drama? Was there, property that wasn't, known of? Think about it. You don't want to have to go through the stress and the dramas that oftentimes family members go through by not having their affairs in order. Even if you just had a car, who are you going to leave that car to? Do you have children? Who's going to take care of your children if something happens to you? Are you taking care of a disabled parent or a disabled young person or a disabled child? Who's going to care for them if something happens to you? These are the things that you need to think about now while you're healthy, while you're doing well, while you have the opportunity to get your affairs in order. It is so vitally important that you do this. Who's going to manage your bank account? If you ended up in the hospital, especially, God forbid, all that's been going on with the pandemic and the coronavirus and, all that's been going on, many people have ended up in the hospital for months. Who was handling their affairs? Who continued to pay their bills? Who took care of, their affairs for them? Did they have documents in order? Did they have documents in place? Did they have powers of attorney that said that this person can act on my behalf and handle my finances? Or this person can act on my behalf and determine what type of treatment I should have? This is why you should have your affairs in order. I encourage you to get my book, Leaving Peace in Order. It will walk you through these scenarios. It'll give you examples of, through the cases, examples of things that have happened that you may not even have thought about or you may not even think about that will jar you to make sure that you handle that or you take care of that. So I encourage you, go to my website, helpmekimberly.com, and get my book, Leaving Peace in Order, and make sure that you get your affairs in order. Your family will be grateful, and you'll be grateful. You'll have peace. You'll be happy to do it. My mom was, she had peace because she did do that. She did get her affairs in order, and she was not stressed out worrying whether, Amy and I were going to handle her affairs according to her wishes. So I encourage you, please get your affairs in order. Until next time, this is Kimberly Ivory Graves of the Living Peace in Order show. Have a great one. Bye-bye.